What's up guys, how y'all doing today? In this video I will be explaining a 2013 drama, romance and mystery film called Safe Haven. Spoiler alert, watch out and take care. Before moving on with the video, please do consider subscribing to my channel, I really appreciate it. At the beginning of the film we can see a woman running out of her house. She goes to a bus station and a man tries to stop her by chasing after her bus. The next day she arrives at Southport, North Carolina. She sleeps under the bridge that night and wanders around the town next morning. She introduces herself as Katie and gets a job as a waitress at a local restaurant. Later we see the same man who chased her at the bus station deliberately trying to find her by retrieving a CCTV footage of the bus station. Katie begins to work as a waitress and she also rents a cabin deep in the woods. When she goes to buy groceries, she meets the store owner Alex's daughter and they have a small talk. She then returns to her cabin in the woods and finds a woman sneaking up on her. The woman introduces herself as Jo and says that she is Katie's neighbor. Later Katie learns from the restaurant's owner that Alex's wife passed away and he has a strained relationship with his son Josh. Katie goes to the grocery store to buy paint and Alex offers her a ride after seeing her struggling with the bag. He tries to help her but the bag inside the house, but she avoids him, showing signs that she is afraid of something. She starts redecorating her kitchen with assistance from Jo. Alex decides to repair his bike after seeing Katie struggle to walk. One night Katie dreams that she is trying to run away from someone. She walks past a dead body and gets out. She wakes up from the bad dream and hears noises outside. She is scared. She accidentally steps on the paint. Next day she sees a bicycle with a note on it. Alex soon gives Katie a bicycle so she will not have to walk long distances across town. Initially she overreacts negatively to the kind gesture, not wishing to owe anything to anyone.
So you're saying that I overreacted a little?
That night Jo tells her that she is overreacting and he was just being nice to her. Katie realizes it. The next day she goes to Alex to apologize for her behavior.
Josh!
Meanwhile Josh accidentally falls in the river. Katie sticks to Lexi, assuring her that it is going to be fine. Alex notices it. Later Katie is seen riding the bike that Alex had given her. Meanwhile, Kevin Tierney, a Boston police detective, prepares wanted posters for a woman named Erin, which describes that she is wanted for first-degree murder. The next day Alex, Katie, Lexi and Josh go to the beach where they have fun. It also shows us the increasing bond between them. Katie and Alex talk about kids and parenting. The next day Katie and Alex go kayaking and it starts to rain. They go to a restaurant where they talk. They kiss but are interrupted by Alexa friend, a local police sheriff. That night Alex is not able to sleep, thinking how he missed such a good opportunity of a hormone let go. He goes to a cabin above his shop and looks at a few letters. Josh stops him and tells him that it is his mother's place and he shouldn't be here. Meanwhile Kevin tries to search for Erin. We see a flashback where Katie, who is Erin, changing her hair color. It is not long before Katie and Alex start a relationship, and they finally play a hormone let-go game at her cabin. Alex sees the wanted poster in the police station, noticing the picture bears a striking resemblance to Katie. He confronts her, causing a huge fight. Meanwhile, Kevin is suspended for creating the false wanted posters, for crimes that were not committed, and for drinking on the job. In the ensuing argument with his boss, it is revealed that he is Katie's, Erin's, abusive, alcoholic husband, still very much alive and well. A flashback then reveals that on the night Katie ran away, she had stabbed Kevin in the side with the knife when he attacked her. As Katie is about to leave town, Alex intercepts her, saying he has fallen in love with her, begging her not to leave and promising to keep her safe. Katie reluctantly returns his love, and decides to stay in Southport, though still apprehensive of bringing danger upon Alex's family. Kevin breaks into Katie's former neighbor's home in Boston and gets the phone number to the restaurant where Katie works. Arriving in time for the town's 4th of July parade, a severely intoxicated Kevin sees Katie kissing Alex, which enrages him. That night, Alex and Josh leave to light up the fireworks. Katie has a dream that she is standing on the docks watching the fireworks when Joe comes up and tells Katie that he is here. Kevin suddenly appears, confronts her, demanding that she go back with him. She refuses and tells him that she loves Alex and asks him to leave. Enraged, Kevin pulls a gun and pours gasoline all over the store, with the intent to burn it down. Katie buys time by faking sympathy for him and agreeing to return home with him. When he lets his guard down, she pushes him into the water. Fireworks spark lands on the gasoline, igniting a fire that engulfs the store. While Lexi is still inside. Alex sees the burning store, quickly crosses the harbor by boat, and saves Lexi. Meanwhile, as Katie tries to fight off Kevin, the gun goes off and kills Kevin. The next day, Joe informs Katie that she is leaving the town to a new place for a better start. The next day, Alex shows Katie a few letters. They were prepared ahead of time for memorable events such as Josh's 18th birthday and Lexi's wedding day. Alex gives Katie a letter with the words "to her" on the envelope. It explains that Alex must be in love to have given her the letter, and she hopes that she feels the same, wishing that she could be there with him. It explains that she, Alex's wife, is happy as Alex finally moved. Enclosed with the letter is a photo of Alex's late wife. Katie realizes that it is her neighbor, Joe. Joe wishes Katie all the best for her new life with Alex. Katie happily embraces Alex. Katie, Alex, Lexi and Josh all go on a boat ride as one big happy family.
Now for the explanation part. Erin is a woman who is constantly abused by her husband, so one night when he attacks her, she stabs him and flees the place to Southport and gets a job as a waitress. She befriended a woman named Joe. She met a widowed store owner and fell in love with him. But her ex-husband, desperate to find her, prints pamphlets saying that she is wanted for a murder. But he gets fired for publishing fake news, so he goes into the neighbor's house who helped her flee and finds her restaurant's address. There he finds her and begs her to come back, but she refuses. So furious, he attempts to burn the house down and they both get into a fight where she accidentally kills him. Next day she gets a letter from Alex and she realizes that it was written by Carly, Alex's wife, who is Joe herself, and Carly's ghost was watching them all this time.